Welcome back to Vancouver. Last night we saw exactly why women's figure skating is the Winter Games' most popular event. Raw emotion, record scores, and a historic jump. And that was only in the short program. We've got today's special correspondent, Kristi Yamaguchi, who won gold in 1992, and Scott Hamilton, who did it in 1984, joining us this morning. Good morning to both of you.
I called her Olympic gold performance. That was my first Olympics as a broadcaster, so that was very exciting.
And you called the event last night, and you were also in the Coliseum. In fact, you were blogging last night. Describe the feeling in the Coliseum last night.
I mean, it was electric. It was, I think, everyone is ready for it to finally get underway, the ladies' event, and anticipation to see the top contenders, how they would hold up under the pressure. And wow, Yuna Kim from South Korea did not disappoint from that first move.
The look,
yeah, that look. As soon as her music started, it was like, wow, okay, let's sit back.
She was under immense pressure, and she didn't disappoint, and she scored a 78.50. It's a world record in the short program. Scott, just how impressive is she?
You know, as great as it is on TV, you've got to see it live to really truly understand how special she is. She flies across the ice. There is absolutely no hesitation when she goes into these jumps, and they cover so much ice. You know, when you look at her compared to like a Mao Asada, Mao's brilliant, but much slower, much smaller, and doesn't have that same kind of up into the third level impact that Yuna has. And Yuna did everything she does in skating, everything is perfect. And it's kind of, how did this happen? I mean, there's no tradition of women's figure skating in Korea. They've had really good skaters in the past, but nothing like this.
And so she doesn't need a triple axel, as Mao Asada has.
Well, ironically, her combination, the triple toe combination, actually garners more points than Mao's triple axel double toe combination. So, you know, interesting analogy there, but she does have, like Scott says, other qualities that are beyond the other skaters. The speed, the power, and, you know, just the overall presence, I think, on the ice is so commanding.
Which is not to say that Mao Asada is a shirker. I mean, my goodness, what a beautiful skater. She's from Japan, and she's got to be thinking about her strategy this morning after what happened last night, barring a mistake, right? You're laughing at me.
No, it's like your strategy. She's the only woman in the world that does triple axel, right? And she's going to probably put two of them in a long program, and it probably won't be enough. Because the way that Yuna sets up her program is a beautiful triple axel.
That was just gorgeous.
But, you know, again, it doesn't have that same speed and the same flow across the ice. It's amazing skating, but when you put them side by side and you compare them, you know, Mao's got to be thinking, there's nothing I can do. I just gave her everything I had in the short program. She skated right after me, directly after me. She heard my scores. She knew they were great. And she threw it down and beat me by 4.5 points. Not fair. No, that's not right. And they're both so good, and they've had such a long rivalry. But when it's back to back like that, it's really obvious, especially when you're in the building.
We've got to get to the Americans because we've got two